What's a more subtle reminder that you are getting old? After sitting in the same position for a while, your muscles ache when you get up. You wake up hurting from sleeping. My feet feel like they are getting further and further away each year. I make noises when I tie my shoes. You should make them an email account to keep in touch with them. Why are you in pain? I laid on a soft cushion for a few hours. Man, I feel you. It's like my muscles have their own GPS system that only activates when I try to get out of my comfy chair. How far you have to scroll to find your birth year in a drop-down menu. I used to be right at the top. I've noticed this too. I'm at an age where I give it the initial hard flick and the dates blur as it scrolls. Otherwise it takes too long. I feel just a teensy bit better if I accidentally go past my year while doing this. And when people say you were born in the 1900s. Scrolling through birth years like archaeology digs? I guess I should start brushing off layers of dust to find mine. Back pain. The morning of New Year's Eve I sneezed and tweaked my back. Had to celebrate sitting down. This happens to me regularly with my neck. The morning of my 30th birthday I woke up to pain in my lower back. I've had surgery and have back issues, so shit happens. I had some muscle spasms, took my medicine to help it. But as I was turning to get up and get said medicine, I got a nice big old Charlie horse that made me fall to the side of the bed. My wife freaked out because she heard me thud to the ground at 5 a.m. It has all been downhill since then. My back pain is like a six-pack now, except it's made up of Advil bottles and heating pads instead of abs. When your favorite song is playing on the classic rock radio station. Heard my favorite punk band in IKEA on a Christmas mix. That was depressing. What band was this? I'm hoping someone took Bad Religion's Christmas album as it was and played a song off it. I refuse to admit Nirvana is a classic rock band. Teenage angst has paid off well. Now I'm bored and old. When I start nostalgically headbanging to the elevator music, I know I've achieved peak classic status. Hashtag rocking chair goals. Hello there. Are you noticing the sneaky signs of aging? Share your thoughts below and join the conversation. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with more fun and relatable content. Looking forward to hearing your hilarious responses. I've lived in 8 decades. When I'm 64. A bit of an early song for you, I guess. Thank you. I celebrated that birthday a couple of years ago. But I'm younger than Sir Paul. This is such a happy song. Though I've loved it since I was a little kid. My parents named both me and my sister after songs by the Beatles. Lol. Your sister is either Penny, Rita or, most likely, Michelle. Kids calling you Miss/Ma'am/Sir. I started working in higher ed at 25, and we would have random students come into our suite. This lost freshman asked for directions and called me sir. Like, there was only a less than 8 age gap. I work in higher ed and I like it when the students call me Ems or ma'am. I guess I mainly like that they're trying to show respect. Nothing makes you realize you're not that young anymore than teaching a class of 18 to 19-year-old undergrads. Kids calling you Miss/Ma'am/Sir? PFFT, that's nothing. When I realize I've become the before picture in anti-aging ads, that's the subtle reminder I'm getting old. Threw out my back coughing on a bong hit. I'm so sorry, but this made me laugh way too hard. I pulled out a rib once coughing after a joint hit. Oh man. It felt better after the weed kicked in though. Lol. Don't laugh too hard, might end up fucking that rib back up. I tore a muscle in my abdomen with a sneeze earlier this year. 0-10 do not recommend. Instructions unclear, I sneezed out my colon and can't shit now. I've reached the point where I need a chiropractor on speed dial just to recover from a vigorous sneeze. Hashtag geriatric problems. Changes in your preferences or interests over time, like enjoying quieter evenings at home rather than going out, or finding contemporary slang unfamiliar. These subtle shifts can serve as gentle reminders of the passage of time. Hearing the cracks of ligaments in my joints. Gentle noises in the passage of time. I stopped drinking and partying. Now I love quiet evenings with jazz playing in the background. The partying lifestyle got old real quick. 31 BTW. When the music you used to party to starts playing in an elevator. Or worse, the grocery store. Or the doctor's office. Or IKEA. Or the hardware store while buying paint. Dancing to the elevator music? More like shuffling my feet in time while pretending it's still a packed club. Hashtag old school moves. When the trendy clothes from your teen years come back in style. I just haven't updated my style since the 2000s, and now I can't even lean into the I'm too old to be cool angle. I just look like a try hard because people think I'm trying to dress like a teenager while in my 30s. Like, no. Other way around. The teens are trying to dress like me. This is it for me. I was never really good at popular slang or super into pop music up until the last few years when I started to like it more, but oh my god, suddenly young people are dressing like I wished I could dress when I was whining to my mom to let me shop at Hot Topic, and I have feelings about it, holy shit. Or the styles you teased when you were a kid come into style. Looking at you mom, jeans and tucked in t-shirts. Oh look, my stack of scrunchies and chain wallets are finally back in style. I can effortlessly blend in with today's youth, minus the energy and optimism of course. Not being able to stay awake for as long as I used to. Or not being able to sleep without getting up to pee. That I can still do, not looking forward to it. Naps. An increase in the need of naps. Opposite for me. I am now unable to sleep if the sun is up. I wish I could nap during the day, but it is impossible unless I'm basically on my deathbed. Making getting up and sitting down noises. Also the degree to which you allow gravity to help you couch flop. Who knew we came with our own soundtracks as we get older? I now make more noise getting in and out of bed than I do in it. My mom openly complained to me about the noises I make getting up one time not long ago. I guess I make a bit more noise than I used to. I also sneeze loud enough to echo outside, while I'm inside. Fart and act like you didn't hear it. Finally caring less about what others think of me. It's been nice. Yes, the older I get, the less I care what others think. Also apparently, the grumpier I am. Getting older and living in a big city with high population density, Tokyo, really helped cure me of my self-consciousness. Step outside to see that man, there really are all kinds of people up to all kinds of shit. Guess no one actually cares about uncool dad shoes. Finally embracing the fact that wearing socks and sandals is not only practical but a fashion statement. Now that's a subtle reminder I'm getting old. Not being able to handle too much sugar or lots of candy. My teeth started protesting louder than a rock concert when I dared to munch on a hard candy. Aging, where even a sweet tooth needs a hearing aid. I wake up tired. I've always had that issue, even as a kid. Same. Lifelong issue for me. I feel seen. When you plop a handful of shampoo on your head. And it's cold from lack of hair being there. I never thought I'd say this, but when I accidentally switch to the oldies station and actually recognize the songs. That's when I know I'm getting old. Not recognizing new musical artists. Who is Billy, and what's going on with his eyelashes? You just referenced an artist whose career started 8 years ago. If you thought she was new, I've got some upsetting news for you. You just referenced an artist whose career started 8 years ago. Wait, what? Isn't she like 17? Discovering that my favorite artists are now featured in the classic hits playlist is like realizing I'm at the age where I can recite all the lyrics to Badonkadonk without flinching. My wife broke the news of Jimmy Buffett's death very gently. I remember when I realized that it wasn't just a rough year for celebrity deaths. I'd say things like wow fuck 2016. All these great actors and musicians are dying, but it wasn't 2016. Or 2017. Etc. It's just that I'm getting to the age where people relevant to me are dying more often. I hadn't heard. Such a loss. You live under a rock? You realize a famous person's kids are now old enough to legally drink. Or the kids you used to babysit when you were a teen are now married, have children, own business, have law degrees, are principals at schools, etc. The girls I babysat, sisters, that have law degrees and are working lawyers really sent me through a loop when I found out a few years ago. They were like 3 to 6 when I babysat them. Made me feel super old. Yes, realizing the kids and babies you once knew are now old. That trips me up all the time since I don't see people often. The last time I saw one of my cousins was when he was literally like 8 years old. That was like 25 years ago lol. Oh man, when I saw a TikTok video of a celebrity's child and thought, wow, they've grown up so fast, and I don't even know who they are. Realizing you more often agree with the parents' disapproval in the sitcom about the kid's stupid behavior. I've lived long enough to become Calvin's dad. Hangovers are really bad. Hangovers? More like hang old ver. Am I right?